Good morning, friends. This is Bindu Malhotra, and I am here to welcome you on my page. So today we are going to talk a little bit about Kundalini Reiki. Most of the people, when they give me a call, they would like to know more about what exactly is Kundalini Reiki and what kind of other modalities I do. So a little bit brief introduction of Kundalini Reiki, but it's a beautiful day. I'm really enjoying the warm weather and it's absolutely gorgeous today here. In Ireland, we have great temperature. It's a great day to be out on beach and just enjoy the sunshine. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about Kundalini Reiki. So Kundalini, as the word itself, is quite ancient Indian, and it's a great energy. It's very different from the other energies that I usually pass on. I usually tell people that it's great to have a healing session every now and then. Helps you balance your chakras, clear the blockages that you need to clear. And it's a great way of allowing yourself to even just relax, because just going back after lockdown, going back doing the same work, or just being home, working from home with the family and everything, it's a lot that a person is taking on board. You're not getting a break. You're not, though it's great now, people can go out on holidays and find that break, but it is just too much sometimes because we have been at home for a while. So what I suggest people to do is take at least once a month, once in 2 months, or at least twice a month, a healing session for yourself. We even recommend even the healers to take a healing session every now and then, just so that you can release whatever you're holding on to. Even if you're working on yourself a lot and you're doing a lot of self-reflection, self-healing, self-realization, it's still very important, because every now and then situations, things happen to us. People sometimes say things that we get hurt, and we are going through a lot of stress and energy in itself in the world right now. You never know what you're catching from where, and that's why it's important to keep your energy, your chakras balanced, clear the blockages that you feel you're carrying. And so healing sessions are very important. Every now and then, most of my clients would post a review that you can always look, and how it's helping them, benefiting them. It's not a massage. Many people ask me that question, and I find it very funny. But yes, it's not a massage. It's a healing session. You can say it's a healing. It's a massage for your soul, your spiritual, your aura, or your energy body. So it's cleansing and purifying and releasing the blockages from your energy, emotional, mental, spiritual layers. So what I suggest people is they really get a lot of benefit when they come here, because of course I'm not bringing in just one energy. I'm bringing in a lot of energies for people when I'm doing a healing session. So I'm bringing the shamanic work, the Kundalini Reiki work, the other modalities that I have, work with the source, the angels, and lots of stuff. Then intuitively I understand things different, so I use my gifts to help my client. But it's very important that we carry this gift as well in our palms, in our hands. Why not use it so that you can have this gift for yourself? That's what I suggest people, so that you have that power, you have that energy, and when there's a need, when something like lockdown, something like where you can't get out of that place and you can't seek help, what would you do? You have this energy inside your palm, inside, flowing into you. It's a gift that you can then start healing yourself. So that's what I suggest people to do, to take the healing gifts for themselves. And so Kundalini Reiki is a level up than what I teach. It's a very high energy attunements. Usually it's shared in a different way, and the healers have designed it in a way which is great, because they are intention based. They are not a lot of hands-on technique. It's a very simple, straightforward, and the most simplest. The less theory, if you're a less theory person like me, there's less theory and a great cert of master level. So there are 3 levels in Kundalini Reiki. So the first level, we try and open all the chakras except for the root chakra. So there are 7 chakras, and we open all the chakras except the root, because we try and clear whatever blockages that we are holding on the emotional, mental, physical, or spiritual layers. And it takes at least 2 weeks. I say, people, take your time. If you feel a month is needed, take that month, because things will start to come on the surface. They may have vivid dreams. lucid dreams, different kind of feelings, thoughts, emotions coming on the surface, and that's all normal. Sometimes people want to just rest a lot, and that's how their body is telling them that you need to release it in that way. The next attunement, the level 2 attunement, will open the root chakra, because the root has to open before we invoke the Kundalini to rise. So the root chakra will open till the solar plexus, we move it up. And from there, we will feel another 2 weeks of cleansing and clearing the root chakra. Now, the root chakra, how do you understand what is what? So all the chakras are quite straightforward, what they're holding on to, just like the heart chakra. It's all about your love, emotions, people that you love, any heartaches, betrayals, all this kind of stuff you're holding on in your heart. Your third eye is blocked if someone has broken your trust, all that kind of stuff where there was a shock, or as a child someone lied to you. It could be that simple, that someone just broke my trust, someone touched someone in a wrong way as a child, that you trusted this person. This could be a male or female. This is all experiences from my clients, and I understand that very well, because that just blocks their third eye completely. And so the root chakra is your foundation, your root, that is from the age of 0 to 7, from your past life, whatever you're carrying is all stored in your root chakra. So that's an immensely powerful chakra to open and cleanse. I had a client, I'll share this experience, and lovely client, and he has been with me for I think a year and a half or 2 years maybe. And so this guy has a lot of panic attack, and it's hard for him to close his eyes in the session, because the body shakes, and it's constant anxiety. So we decided to go for healing, because that was the only thing practical. And so the healing session started to help this lovely client that I have. And after a while, because of the lockdown and everything, he couldn't come to me. So after 6 months, when I saw him back, his anxiety went on a different level altogether. Now he couldn't just sit; he's constantly shaking, and it's very difficult for him to sit. So I decided, and he fully trusted me, to give him some attunements that will help him. And yes, he agreed to that whatever you feel is going to help me, will do that. So the first time he was here, I gave him Kundalini Reiki level 1. And healing, of course, constant healing. We had healing sessions every week, 6 days. So it was helping somewhere, calming him down. And his only desire was, only feeling that made him happy, was to go back to work and just do what he loved to do, get up in the morning, get dressed, and just go. And so the last week I gave him Kundalini Reiki level 2 attunement. And so after that, I think the session, he was really calm. He came back to me 2 days back, and he sent me a text actually before that he got his job. He got a great offer, great opportunity, and it was absolutely what he dreamed of or desired for. And it made me so happy, because all the time when we used to do the healing also, the intention was very simple, that his anxiety should go away, and he should have his job back, because that made him happy. But that is the power of Kundalini Reiki. I feel it's an energy that can bring transformation. It aligns people back to their soul purpose. So what is their soul purpose? What makes the soul happy? Why are they here on this planet? We sometimes are deviated from our soul purpose. We are doing things to earn, to pay the mortgage, to do what we need to do, what we have been programmed, educated, certified to do. But then we are not happy or content doing what we are doing. So that's why there comes a question of asking yourself, do I really want to do this? And when you take Kundalini Reiki, even the lockdown has brought, COVID has brought a lot of reflections to people's life. Most of my clients are asking these questions. I don't want to go back to my work. I want to do something different. And all these healing sessions help them align their chakras, align to their soul purpose. So with Kundalini Reiki, I have seen this many times, that people come back to their soul purpose, and they change, and they get things that they want, or toxic relationships that were not comfortable for you start to go away. That is my personal experience after Kundalini Reiki. So toxic people go away, and great energies start to align with your energy field. So if you are single, I have many single clients, and they have the similar questions, that how do I get the right person in my life? You need to change your energy, because something in your energy is blocked. Something in your chakras are not aligning. And that's why you're not meeting the right kind of people. So to meet the right kind of people, to have your chakras and your energy aligned with your soul partner, whoever you feel would be right for you, you need to clear that blockages. And for that, you need to take attunements, any help that you feel is going to lift or raise your vibration, your energy field to a next level. Because if you're on the same energy field, you're going to attract the same kind of people again and again. If you want to attract a different kind of people, because most of the people are in a pattern, especially the single people I meet, they have the similar pattern. They're meeting the same kind of people again and again, and that's how they are stuck in that energy field. If you really want to break the pattern, and if you really, like I understand, when I see a client and when I listen to the consultation, I understand from the consultation what kind of patterns they're blocked. Now, I had a client with the depression and really bad suicidal thoughts, and the pattern was repetitive, and it was the same pattern all his life that he was going through. And that shows a very clear pattern that this is not going to change unless and until they get an attunement to shift. But attunements are gifts. It's gift that a healer or a guru or whoever you are taking it from is going to pass it on to you. It's not something that they're doing it's an intention, and that's why it's very important to even if you're taking it for someone, if you're far away from Ireland and you can't be here, you can always find a guru who is himself working really hard, dedicated in this work. His food patterns, his meditation routine, and all that kind of stuff, his thought process before they pass on this kind of attunements. It's very important to have that kind of understanding and a little bit of research about your person that you're trusting, you're opening your energy to, and you're letting that energy to be downloaded inside your energy field. So you have to be really careful, because there are many people who take these Reikis, different types of Reikis, and I've seen that energy is sometimes not right, and you can sense it as well. Even if you have gone to some healers sometimes for a healing session, it feels not right. So what happens is sometimes people are not drawing the energy from the right source of energy. They themselves are not working on themselves, and they're not themselves aligned, and that's why they will be able to, when you're opening to someone to pass on an attunement, they open your aura, they open your consciousness in a way, and they can actually block it as well. So it's very important to understand that this is not a simple thing that anyone can just, it's something new way, a new trend of being spiritual, just get an attunement, go into enrollment of this. It's a very serious stuff. So take it with a lot of reverence, but also have a lot of understanding, sense the energy, know the person before you even open yourself to something like that. So you have to be very careful. Not everyone, like I have been to many retreats and many spiritual people who call themselves spiritual, and I have a gift of sensing the energy and feeling and knowing what's right for me intuitively. And I've been to people who are really famous and the energy is all wrong and it's absolutely not right, and no one should take anything. And sometimes you just meet a person and it's like you click and you say, that's the person and I want that attunement from them. So for energy work, you need to have that internal feeling, that click where you say, yes, that's the person. I don't want to think anything. I just want to book my session. So that's how it should be. There should be an intuition, there should be a calling, there should be a pull, and you should feel this person is right for me. So when you have that, that's all a click, click, click. That's how sitting in its place. So that's how the healing work should be. Reiki, I have tried Usui Reiki for myself, but that was not for me. So I was not actually looking for Kundalini Reiki at all. I was more into my meditation and connecting with the source energy. But when I had this feeling that I need to learn, I met a very nice healer who came from Germany, France, and when he was here, I got a feeling that this is perfect, but I don't know what this healing modality was. So then I learned this. It was a gift, actually. I didn't even pay for that. It just came as a gift to me. And I was making sattvic food, which is the purest form of vegetarian Indian food, which is the high category of food for the retreat that they were having. And then one of my friends were, arranging that retreat. So that was the first attunements of full spectrum light, then solar light, which was a different energy altogether, beautiful energies. But it helped me align and shift things inside me, which I then started understanding the energy work and being open. Then I was more into integrated energy therapy, which is from Center of Being America. And I was called to that energy, very friendly, angelic energy, connecting with angels. And that was all new to me again. And then Kundalini Reiki just happened to me. Now, this is a very high frequency than all the energy work that I've done. It's really intense. For me to pass it on as well, I can feel a lot of energy flowing through me. It's a perfectly balanced energy, because in Kundalini Reiki, we work with the soul star under our feet and the soul star above our crown chakra and the earth star below our feet, and we align that with the source star, which is the divine, and it merges in your heart center. So when your heart is balanced and you're aligned with your soul star and the earth star, you are more in harmony to pass that on as a healing to anyone. So you can do the distance healing, you can do healing on yourself face to face. It's a great way to balance your chakras. In fact, every day, do a mini healing for yourself every day. So with the second attunement, of course, you are opening your root chakra and you're bringing the energy to solar plexus. Now the Kundalini starts to cleanse, clear, purify the root chakra and any issues around the root chakra, which is your past lives that you're carrying, anything from the womb that you're carrying, or from the age of 0 to 7, which is when you were really young, and the subconscious mind is absorbing everything. So any kind of traumas, any kind of impressions that was not good for you as a child, it's all stuck in our root chakra. So when we start to clear this, like what happened with my client, that's why I shared that story, because we just had Kundalini Reiki level 2 and it already started to feel great, aligned, back to work, and it's amazing to see the power of it. So Kundalini Reiki 3 level is again another level, which is going to now raise the Kundalini, aligning your soul star, your root, your earth star, and connecting with the source energy. So it's every attunement will give some gift. So every person is different. Some people get a gift of seeing things, hearing things, or feeling, sensing, smelling. There are many kind of gifts that you may get: clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, and so on and so much. So you will know yourself what you're open to. Many people already feel that their Kundalini is by itself awakening, and they find the process very intense because they're not sure, because they're seeing things, or they are getting dreams, or they're getting all the intuitions, and they're not sure how to balance it. With Kundalini Reiki, you automatically get even the wrong kind of Kundalini that is awakened will be in balance, and will be made sure that it will be balanced again. So it can be rectified if someone has taken an attunement from someone which was not the right guru and has done it in a wrong way and is causing problems in their life. They can also get rectified by Kundalini Reiki. Kundalini Reiki can also be given in distance, so you can take a distance attunement if you like. It's the same intensity, nothing changes, because the energy is designed in such a way that you can actually sit with the master, with the gurus, and get it, or you can actually be in distance and you can still feel the same energy. Of course, it's great when you're here, because then I add on a lot of things. I bring in a lot of other information about though it's a Kundalini Reiki course, but still I bring in every information that I can bring in about Kundalini. So we have a little introduction of everything about ancient history about Kundalini, where it started, how it started, and all that kind of stuff. I bring in a lot of kriyas, so kriya yoga, and I introduce to you all different paths that you can take for Kundalini awakening. It could be a Shakti path, it could be knowing about your Ingala and Pingala and the Sushumna. understanding about the chants and the mantras, the vibrations of the sound. It could be the Durga Saptashri or something of that sort, which is intensely powerful. And of course, the attunements itself. And the last session we had here of Kundalini Reiki level 2, we had a Shakti dance. Now that's all, again, add-ons and different things. So we have fun, we have sattvic food, we marinate in that energy. There's a less theory, but more of doing and enjoying and marinating in that lovely energy of Kundalini Reiki. And then it takes its own time to integrate and cleanse then your chakras. So it's a beautiful process, a beautiful energy, really high. So I usually suggest people, only if they feel this energy is calling them, to start with this. If you feel you're new into the energy work and you want to experience the first step should be try and come for a healing session, so that you know what is a healing session and what is a healer doing, what are you experiencing as a healer. And now if you feel like, yes, I want to be a healer, I want to help my children, I want to help my family, I want to help my mother, my other people, my friends, then that's something that you can do. You can integrate this with, if you have something like a job where you are already working with a lot of people, the hands-on, like a massage or some kind of reflexology, then you can, it's a very good thing to, because you already have your clients, you're working with them, you're working on the table, and that's something that is already a part of your life. So when you start this, I suggest people to start with integrated energy therapy, which is, I'll give a little bit introduction about it, though I've shared a lot of time, and people know it's a well certified course, and everyone who wants to start a real full 40-minute session for a client, then integrated energy therapy is a lot of theory, lots of hands-on techniques, absolutely amazing energy. It's the most friendly, calm and relaxed energy that you can ever experience. It's a beautiful energy because it's connecting with the angelic realms, and you will have different messages, different intuition. Every person is different. So I sometimes get messages or clear visions, and sometimes it's just an intention. I don't want to know what's happening there. I never tell my clients their future forecast like a reader. I don't tell them that kind of stuff. I don't want to tell them all that, because sometimes people trust you a lot, and whatever you say, they take it in as sometimes a block, and I never want to do that. Though intuitively I may say things which I should be telling them, that's important for them, as a question or as a suggestion or as a pointer. But and they will come back, and things will manifest, and they will tell me, you knew that. So every person is different. So you will have, like I have clients where when they're taking in the healing program, the sessions and training, they start telling, I can see things. I've seen an old lady, she your grandmother, or she this. So yeah, so the ancestors I bring in my own ways of teaching everything. So I bring in the best of my trainings that I have integrated and designed a program or a healing session which will be ideal for your safety, so that when you're passing the energy, you are always clean, your home is always clean, the energy of your house, your healing room is always charged and positive and clean, and you are always inviting the best energies in. So to sense, to know, to connect with the right energies is what my intention, my training is always about, and to understand the angels or whatever you're connecting with, or the Kundalini when you're connecting to the source energy. So my meditations are designed in a way which helps them, everyone, to be aligned more with the right energy source. Because that's the problem when someone is going for a healing session, and if they're not feeling good, it's because of the connection with the energies are not right. So the Kundalini Reiki is a certified course, so you become a master instructor after that. So it's a lot of practice, though it's a lot of clearing after the third attunement as well. But still, you are going to get a certificate, and you are able to pass this energy then to someone else. You can be a master instructor. The third attunement also integrate lots of other gifts. That means it is a fully loaded pack of loads of other attunements packed in it. So to understand the power of Kundalini Reiki, so level 1 is equal to 3 levels of Usui Reiki. That's just the power of Kundalini Reiki, each attunement. And level 3 is a merger. It has packed other attunements in it. So you have diamond Reiki, crystalline Reiki, DNA Reiki. Every Reiki is different, and it has a theory on each and every Reiki, when you invoke which Reiki, and past life trauma, birth trauma, situation Reiki. So what happens is, if your client is coming in and they're talking about a situation which is kind of a fear, like every time they are going on a plane, they feel fear, or every time they see water or around water, they feel fear. So this is something that they can't recollect anything happened in this life, or they haven't any recollection from this lifetime. So it's something that they're carrying from the past life. So when you invoke the energies, when you start your healing, you can invite the right energy for the person to clear that kind of a block. So with Kundalini Reiki, we invoke different energies as per the requirement of the client. So sometimes I usually invite DNA Reiki all the time, because with the vaccines, with the virus, with everything happening, with the 5G happening, it's a lot happening in your DNA, everything that we are eating, drinking, there's a lot happening there. Crystals are formed when we are experiencing any kind of pain, trauma, shock around your aura, inside your energy field. And so crystalline Reiki helps us in dissolving that. Diamond Reiki intensifies, even the normal Kundalini Reiki energy is intense, but it amplifies the energy, and it's like a diamond placed in the crown to cleanse and empower your chakras. So that's all, and there's so much more in Kundalini Reiki energy. Less of theory, more of experience, but I just thought there's so many questions people send me every day in my website about sending emails and text messages about what exactly is Kundalini Reiki. So I thought this video helps answer all the questions, and of course listening to people's stories also help. So Kundalini Reiki is for those who really want a change in their life. If you're happy with your life, that's not for you. But if you feel now, not in a way that it's going to bring any negative changes, that means anything that is not aligning you with your soul purpose. That means things that needs to change, things that needs to go, just so that the right things come inside your life path, will automatically start to align inside your life path. So things will change for good. Everything is going to be for your highest good and highest healing always. So it's a beautiful energy, but it also aligns you in the place where you have inner joy and peace deep within you, feeling happy. So yeah, that's basically what Kundalini Reiki is all about. If you have questions, guys, please type in the comment section, and I will be more than happy to answer all the questions. I was talking a little bit about IET, Integrated Energy Therapy. Its website is Center of Being. You can always visit my page, which is Integrated Energy Therapy with Bindu. And you can have a look at the reviews people have posted on the page. You can also visit my hypnosis page, which is Irish Hypnosis Blanchestown. I'm a hypnotherapist, a calm practitioner, NLP practitioner, and I work a lot with, I have personally felt that when I used to go for attunements, things used to start to come on the surface, because that's what you will hear. If you take any attunement, they will say 21 days of clearing process, or just be calm with yourself and be kind to yourself. So what is happening is, when things start to come on the surface, you don't want to suppress it back again. So when they come on the surface, that's the time to get it all cleansed and cleared. But I felt when I was going for these attunements, I didn't get the support that I needed. So I make sure, if someone is coming to me as a student to take the attunements, and if things start to come on the surface where they feel I need help with this, or I need help with anger or my relationships, I have that support there for them. So I work with my hypnosis. It's the most powerful tool. And why it's powerful is because it just reprograms your subconscious mind. So you are what you are because everything is programmed in your subconscious. So your subconscious mind is the real you. Consciously, I can say I want to stop eating sweets. I want to exercise. I want to stop smoking. I want to stop taking drugs, alcohol, whatever. Consciously, I can say a lot of things, but then it doesn't work like that. So anytime I'm feeling lonely, I'm alone, Comfort eating starts to kick in. I'm taking the chocolates, biscuits, all this kind of stuff, and I'm comfort eating, taking the takeaways or going for a cigarette, and that's just a chain. So how do I break that? Is nothing is going on in your subconscious mind. In the subconscious mind is where the real programming is, but your subconscious mind is also your protective mind, and it's the laziest part as well. So it analyzes things. It doesn't let any suggestion in. Even if you look in front of your mirror and you say, I'm motivated, I want to get fitter, I want to exercise, I want to do this, it doesn't just takes all the suggestion in like that. So to get a suggestion deep down in your subconscious mind, you need a guide. So as a therapist, I am your guide to help you take whatever you need to be programmed in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is more like a computer, and every computer has a password. So you have to give me the password. That means it's a self-consent state. It's not something that anyone can hypnotize you. It's a self-consent state. Your therapist should know exactly what to say, what suggestions to be given, and how to reprogram your subconscious, what is right for you. So we pre-decide understanding the entire patterns. So I am trained for years for that with a very good company called Irish Hypnosis Limited. And I am qualified for understanding when a client is here giving a consultation, understanding the patterns, understanding what's the block there. And then I design a session which is just appropriate for them. It could be a program of 3 sessions. Usually because there's a lot that comes up when you start the consultation. When a person opens up, there's a lot to work on. And then we work on all the different things that a person needs to clear. Each session will give you the results straight away. So it's not something that, it's not working. It's not something that I have to put an effort after that. It should be natural. So when I sit in front of the TV, there are snacks or junk in front of me, and subconsciously, deep within, I feel I don't need it. That's your programming. So it's coming from within. I want to go to exercise. I want to go for a nice run. That's a beautiful weather. That comes from within. That's called a genuine, natural way of bringing things into action. So when it's integrated in your subconscious mind, like a programming, because you want that to happen, then we make it happen like that. So your each and every session, so whatever you're working on, say weight loss, quit smoking, or you're working on quitting or reducing alcohol, anxiety programs, anything that comes on the surface, or anger. Anger is very common. So when we are reacting and we are responding to everything in a negative way, a negative pattern of thinking, hurt, pain in relationships, especially with toxic relationships with children, it's really common. So releasing it from the root, from where it has all started, helps a person feel happier. I've seen most of the kind when they come back, they say, I was more happier this week. I felt more lighter. I was more content. I was not reacting. My children were saying comments like, oh, mom, you've changed, or dad, you're being more calmer and more easier. So all those kind of things, you will see the results just after the session. It doesn't take a long time. So each session has that impact, that change. You're changing the program. So it's like your computer. When you change your program, it no longer works on Windows 8 or 7. It works on Windows 10 then. Yeah. So you change your programming completely. So when you understand the power of hypnotherapy then, it has the power to make you into anything you want to be. Can you imagine that? It's all deep down in our beliefs. What do I believe? If I have a block, a critical, self-limiting belief, it's not letting me move forward. So someone like a single person who feels that, oh no, I'm not going to get the right person, I don't deserve love, I'm not good enough. Just imagine that kind of beliefs is integrated in their subconscious programming, and they are blocked with this kind of belief, and they're inviting the wrong kind of people constantly. When you're changing your programming, you can do it with Kundalini Reiki, with an attunement, or very specifically you are here for a hypnosis session and to reprogram this limiting belief. Whatever, it could be confidence, I can't speak in front of public, it could be bedwetting, it could be anything. So hypnosis can change anything. It's extremely powerful. I have seen the results, and you can see it on Irish Hypnosis Blanchestown page. There are lots of testimonials, lots of video testimonials as well, where people are genuinely sitting in front of the camera here in my room and sharing their experiences, how their life transforms, how things change with just one session. And that's why I'm emphasizing that it's not something that is going to take time. And most of the sessions, or even I have been through many, played ups and downs. And when I was not aware of hypnotherapy, I was with the counselors and I was with the life coach and other things. And honestly, it takes time because everything is on the conscious level where you're talking, and I used to feel I was more miserable every time I used to talk. I used to feel more pain. I've opened a lot and I'm feeling horrible now. And I used to feel like, can someone close this? Because every time you go, you talk, you're more open and you're more sharing, and the pain is more. There's no results and there's nothing to heal it then. Now that's just my experience. People may get help from their ways. But with the hypnosis and the therapies and the sessions, each session is the first time you open is when your consultation happens. So that's your first time to open and share. And after that, your therapist will design your sessions to start to clear everything that you're open to. So then you will be able to see the results straight away. And I think it's very important when someone is taking a healing session or an attunement, they start to clear a lot of things that start to come on the surface. I have loads of certs, and the reason why I have loads of certs is because every person is different. So I'm a life coach, I am calm practitioner, I am NLP practitioner, I am hypnotherapist. I have different energy modalities. Why? Because every person is different. And over a period of time, I've seen that I want to help. That's my life purpose. That's why I'm here. I love to help. I want to, if someone walks inside my house, I want to help them. I want to clear why they're here so that they can achieve why they're here, what they want from a session. So I have seen that some people are very open to energy work and they want to do the spiritual work, but other people are blocked. They say, no, I don't want to go for energy work. I'll be fine with hypnotherapy. And so hypnotherapy is another way of, it's very spiritual, I feel, but still it's working on a trance level and it's a deeper state of relaxation. I've been meditating for years, but this is a state deeper than even that meditation, because no matter what meditation you do, you're still on a very surface level, your conscious level. So you're not going deep. With subconscious level, hypnosis work. But some people, just like my client with panic attack, he couldn't close his eyes. I have something called calm session, which is extremely tiring, but extremely powerful and works magic because it releases, it's called rapid emotional release. That means if you can feel the feeling and there are tears in your eyes right now, that's the feeling that you're feeling, and that is called the rapid emotional release. That means you can feel the feeling right now and we can disconnect that feeling straight away in the moment. And that's why when we are carrying something for years, all our life, it's more important to have a way of releasing it then. So calm sessions help me help my clients release that. We also have NLP. Many people can't go into trance states, so we have other techniques of neuro-linguistic programming, how we can help rewire their brain in a different way. And of course, life coaching teaches a lot about how to have a conversation and then shift things. So it's just a gentle way of just having a chat, and just a small, gentle chit chat. It feels like question and answers, but it is also a way of how we can shift their thought process completely and help them through a session. So there are many other ways that I work and I help my clients. The main purpose for my every session is to help and to make sure there's a change. There is a positive change, and I don't just stop by one thing. If I feel that doesn't work, I'll use some other technique. So I'll make sure that the client gets what they want. I don't feel genuinely happy taking the money otherwise because I that doesn't make me feel content. I feel content only when I feel, yeah, I have helped them and now I can enjoy that. So I had a client who was here for weight loss. So the first 2 weeks, because the entire reason why he was eating the wrong food, non-stop takeaways, any takeaway you can think about, all the Cokes, all the cans, all the sweets, chocolates, grease, just anything that is wrong was this guy's normal diet. And the first 2 sessions were changing the habits and food. But because the root problem of his weight and comfort eating was emotional release, unless and until we cleared that part, the weight didn't start to drop. And after the third session, after the second session, he started losing 4 pounds a week. And that was amazing. I felt that was worth, because the first week I was like, I'm not taking you in if you're not losing weight. Because I don't feel content. I want to help my client achieve why they're here. So that's just a small, uh, understanding of what I do and what kind of work that I do and what way you can get help. And you don't have to come to just me. You can go anywhere you like. But this is just a brief understanding of what different types of modalities are there of healing work. Please don't take it as a new way of being spiritual, because it's very dangerous. You are sometimes opening yourself for a healing session. You're opening yourself, your energy field. Even if you're not aware, you can catch a wrong energy inside your energy field. You can actually, disturb your what you call the consciousness, sorry, and you can actually block your consciousness. So be very careful when you're working with energy work. Make sure you know the person, you trust the person, and the energy is right. If you're going in their house, you can always sense the energies, right? So say, for example, you're going to someone's place and they have lots of arguments. The couples are arguing all the time, or they have lots of tension in their house, financial or whatever, diseases in their house, illness is going on. Just by entering inside their house, you are able to sense the energy. Yeah, we can do that very normally. It's a normal way of, it's just that we have forgotten, because we are so caught up in the physical world and the doing part, that we have forgotten the being part of us. So we all can sense it. If someone is giving you gifts, inviting you for dinner, and internally they hate you, yeah, they don't like you there. They're just, because you're a relative, or just because you're there, they're just doing everything, but inside they don't like you at all. You can sense that energy. You know deep down there's something not right. So when you are meeting any energy healer or such work, try and sense it. Try and use your intuition. Try and feel how you're feeling around it. Do you really trust it? Do you want to do it? If your intuition tells no, please don't do that, because it's not a game. I know spirituality is a new kind of trend and everyone wants to learn be spiritual. And on the name of spirituality, all these healings and attunements are there. I say the attunements are only to shift your energy from one level to next, so that you can stop having the toxic people again and again, or the same kind of situations back in your life again and again. To shift that energy and to get that gift in your palm, then you take attunement. Attunements are not making you spiritual. Spirituality is completely different. It's knowing who you are and connecting with yourself. To have that complete understanding of who you are, it's a big study. So when I do my Raj Yoga studies, my meditation studies, it's a lot of emphasis on my thoughts, understanding what is ego talking and when is the angel talking, having a complete understanding of my mind, intellect, impressions, what is my mind, quality of my mind's thought, quality of my third eye, what am I focusing on, where am I paying attention to, because everything is registered. What am I eating? What am I watching? What kind of influence or friend circle I have? Everything has an effect on your internal work. So you need to have that internal clarity, and you need to love your energy. You need to be making sure that you understand your energy. You love your energy, that you don't waste it on things that you should not waste on. You know how to conserve, how to block energies, how to delete things. So it's a big study. That's spirituality, where you understand your powers as a soul. You understand how to use your powers. You understand why you are here on this planet. What is your role? So there are different hierarchies of it. So when you are in your life, there is a role that you're playing. So as a mother, or as a friend, or as a daughter, whatever my role is. And then as on the next level, you are now socially, what is your role as a society, in the community? So I'm a therapist, or I help people with their mental, emotional health and the spiritual well-being. Okay. And on the upper level, when you go to the angelic realms, or on the higher level as a drama point of view, just seeing in the whole, where are you? How do you sustain the souls? Are you here as a warrior, as an angel, as a devil? what role you want to take here on the bigger plane. So you need to have that clarity on all three levels. What are your roles? And then you have to align yourself and make sure whatever is your role, whatever you choose or whatever you understand this is why you're here, you then align your life story, your lifestyle to that role, so that you can be, it's easier to then blend into your role. So it makes sense that you're here for this reason. And of course your lifestyle, what you're talking, what you're preaching, what you're studying with a friend circle, everything is in alignment to that. It's not that I want to be helping and I want to be spiritual, but I'm taking drugs and I'm chopping the heads off the chicken and I am putting it in my plate. That makes no sense. Like I want to care and love and bring a lovely energy of warmth in the world. I want to bring a green world and it doesn't make sense, right? I'm harming someone to eat because I like the taste. So I have no control over my senses. So spirituality brings in the control that you need to have, the ruling power, the controlling power over your mind, intellect, and impression. So now that's a completely different thing, which also I teach. It's a different course called Raj Yoga. It's a free course that everyone should take and everyone should learn, because that is working on yourself. Now, when someone has panic attack, depression, or anxiety, and they have low self-esteem, fears, phobias, they are not right now ready on that surface to even think about, because they are right now below, they're like in a coil, they've gone down, and they need someone to give them a hand to pull them out on the surface, and then they can take something like that, because right now their mind is caught up with the negative thoughts, critical thinking, self-limiting beliefs, and they are quite deep down. So when someone needs help, I used to find, when I used to teach meditation, just meditation for initial 2007 onwards, I used to feel like there were so many people who need that hand, and I was not trained to help them at that time. And there came a desire that I'm here to help them, but I don't know the tools yet. And then hypnosis and all these healing modalities came in my life. So now I can give that hand to people to pull them out first, bring them on a stable ground, and then if they want to do the self work, because spirituality is self work. It's you will have the information, you have the knowledge, you have the tools, but I'm not doing it for you. You have to do it for yourself, but I'll show you everything how to do it. So spirituality is self-empowerment, self-reflection, self-work, knowing your worth, bringing your self-esteem. It's all you taking power in your hand. You become the sovereign of your senses, your internal senses, your mind, intellect, impressions, your third eye. You become back in being the place of Raja, which is the king. That's why it's called Raj Yoga. So the king of who you are. So that's the beauty of this. But not everyone is ready to work on themselves yet. So I help them initially to come to that point, and even by the attunements, you shift your energy from the low frequency, bring yourself to the next level. And then when you raise your energy, your awareness, you meet the right people in your life. So they're called soul alignment or soul buddies, or people who will help you in the right time. So you will meet the right people at the right time so that they can help you align to your soul purpose. So yeah, there's a lot there, and it would be nice if you'd like to have a chat, come over for a cup of tea, or if you'd like to know more about what I do, and if you're interested in anything that I offer, you're more than welcome to send me a text, visit my pages, listen to people's reviews. If you have questions, they're all genuine people, they have their own profiles, you can always check them. And it was lovely to be here online, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening. It's a beautiful day here in Ireland, so I'm passing on all the sunshine and all the love and lots of good wishes to you. Wish you a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye now.